Thanks for tuning into GH Talk. I hope you all had a great week and are having an even better weekend. You may hear sounds in the background. That's Layla running around here. I am on mommy duty this morning. On this week's episodes, there was a lot that took place. Many found it to be boring, but there are two stories that are going on right now that really has my undivided attention, and I want to talk about those two this week. As I'm discussing those, please in the comments let me know if you agree with the two storylines that I'm currently liking at the time, or are you one of those fans that's like, okay, let's get it over with. I want something else. I want love in the afternoon. I want action. And also, what do you find to be the most unnecessary storyline of 2018? So the question is, are you team Ava or are you team Carly? I'm a fan of both Carly and Ava. I was hoping over the summer they would become frenemies with Nell Benson going against both of these women. I was really thinking that maybe Ava would go to Carly after being, blackmailed, and that the two would only come together because they had a common enemy in Nell. Of course, we can't have nice things, and it never happens. But I could never see these two women actually becoming friends. Too much has happened. As we saw this week, Kiki's funeral turned into the Ava show as she lashed out at everyone in attendance. She wanted a fight, and none of the guys were really biting. They were just standing back like, nope, I could see that you're grieving. You're saying all these things out of being hurt. Or maybe they just didn't want to deal with Ava and her foolishness. In comes Carly, who is an easy target. She did at first try to be mature and was like, hey, somebody needs to take her out of here. Ava, don't do this. But Ava said those magic words and Carly went off and she demanded her attention. Now, folks on Twitter and social media have taken sides. There are people in Carly's camp who feel like, look, Ava deserved to be dragged. Carly said some of the things that we all have been thinking. She did try to walk away, but Ava intervened and she pretty much asked for it. Even though she is grieving, nobody feels sorry for Ava because she brought this on herself. Someone even pointed out that, hey, she even told Kiki while she was living that she was dead to her. And now she wants to play the grieving mother, and no one is really buying the act. But on the other end, there are fans that are team Ava and they go hard. Someone said that Carly just could not walk away from the situation. Also, fans of Ava are really sick and tired of Carly and Sonny dumping on Ava, and it just seeming as though Ava can never win or get ahead of them without them just roaring back. I love Carly and Ava both. I think sometimes I like Ava a little more because I just enjoy how messy she is. I feel like even though Carly does have a past, she has matured and she's learned, even though she is still the same bad bitch she's always been. Carly has actually shown growth, where Ava, she is just still so very self-destructive, and she does put off a lot of what she's done on other people. And I about choked when she said,
insane. Okay, Ferncliff.
I'm team Carly on this one because Carly, she came in, she was passing through. She did try to walk away, told them, hey, you need to take Ava out of here. Ryan's ass is like, nope, this is a part of the healing process. She needs to confront her grief. What? And Ava, she just wanted a fight. That's just how she is. She has these feelings about herself inside that makes her insecure, and she already knows what everyone else is thinking. So she's going to fight her way through her insecurities, and she wants to just be the one to say it out loud before anyone else can attack her for it. But you are wrong on this because you couldn't give Kiki not one day, and you turn it into, oh, I know what you guys are thinking about me. I know what you're saying in your heads, but you won't say out loud. You couldn't just shut up for a day and let it be about your daughter. I don't know why she thinks that she should be respected as her mother when she just treated that girl like trash. And I don't give Ava no passes for her grief because she acts like this on any given day. And then Laura did learn that Kevin's behavior and how he turned to Ava was very sudden, and Carly had a run-in with Kevin at the hospital. He gets the line of the week when he told Carly, look, we're about to shut this conversation down.
Okay, this conversation just went to the land of diminishing returns. So if we're through.
At first, I did not like this story, but I am just so enjoying John's performance as Ryan Chamberlain. But now it's time to look into Ryan, since you feel like it's because of him and the anniversary that he's acting this way. I mean, Lulu was doing those articles and the reports that we never got to, there was no flashbacks or we never got to hear about the articles, like what she actually wrote or saw any of the media coverage on it. So it's time for Laura to bring that back up and go to Lulu and be like, hey, what did you learn about Ryan? Because Kevin's acting weird and I just want to know more about this man since she wasn't in town at the time. I'm so glad that they did wait for Jeannie Francis to return to the show before diving into this storyline. I did very much enjoy her sitting in the church with Sonny. I know a lot of people don't like the character of Sonny Corinthos and they think it's the Sonny show, but he is one of our vets, and to see two vets who have decades-long history with each other on screen, just sitting and talking, being friends, seeing Laura confide in Sonny and Sonny giving her the encouragement that she needs was a very welcomed, warm, and fuzzy moment. I don't believe that there will be another victim, so I think it's time to transition into him being scared of being discovered, and I think we saw a little bit of that this week when he was trying to discourage Carly yet again from her neighbor at Ferncliff. Now, this next storyline that has my undivided attention also involves Laura, and again this week I am pleading for Nina to have several damn seeds. Why are you not listening? Valentine is playing your ass like a fiddle. And even though Sasha has left town for now, he has to deal with Dr. O knowing his secret and possibly revealing it unless he can get Peter to keep quiet and not testify against her. Sasha claims that she cares about Nina, but not enough to tell her the truth, right? Or to discourage her from getting back together with the lying, manipulative man. It doesn't matter because I didn't believe that Nina was going to leave anyway. She claims that she needs to stay to protect Charlotte from Lulu. Excuse me? I'm very glad that Lulu took action after Laura told her that Aiden is the target of Charlotte's bullying. However, your mistake was having this conversation with Nina present again. She actually had the audacity to come out of her mouth and say that it's on the parents of the other child.
Well, that's not on us. It's on the other parents. It's their job to toughen up their kid.
Shut your bitch ass up!
I wish Franco could have heard what she said. He's been more than ready to confront the parents of this child himself. I'm just ready for someone to drag her ass, smack her down. Nina's behavior is counterproductive to the message that Lulu and Valentine are trying to convey to Charlotte as her parents. I believe it's unintentional, but she's adding more conflict to the situation. In front of children, you need to have a united front. Nina just jumping in and interjecting with little comments on the side is not needed at all. How dare you question Lulu's approach? She is her mother, not you. She really accused her of putting Aiden's feelings above her daughter's. Yet all Valentine could hear was that Nina is staying. When Willow came over to the table at the Metro Court, she again brushed off Willow's concerns about Charlotte. Willow wasn't having it, and neither was Valentine. I do believe that he takes the matter of bullying very seriously because of what happened to him. Yet he's so consumed with getting Nina back that he's not doing what he should by telling Nina to back the hell off. Laura was getting ready to tell Liz the news, but Lulu and Charlotte showed up at her door. I don't believe that Charlotte has really learned her lesson, and I think that it's going to get worse before it does get better between her and Aiden. I just get the sense that she might put on a performance for the adults, but when they're not looking, she's going to further reinforce her negative attitude towards her cousin. Valentine has told Charlotte on more than one occasion the bullying that he had to suffer, but I think that she's sympathetic to her father, but she doesn't have empathy for his situation. Like, she hears it, but she hasn't had the experience herself, or she hasn't seen it happen to really register what he's saying to her. And she's still a child herself. What I would like to know is what makes Aiden so different? Is it really that bothersome that he likes to play with toys and games that are considered girls only? And why does Charlotte feel as though she needs to fix him? I'm not sure whether or not Aiden is gay, or whether or not he may grow to become transgender, but at the end of the day, the title of what he will be or what he connects to, it does not matter, because someone said this and I have to agree, Aiden is Aiden. He's so young and there's so much time for him to figure out who he is and who he chooses to be. I do agree with Nina that children, they do need to learn the skills in order to handle their own problems. Aiden does need a way to build his confidence, because there are going to be a lot of Charlottes that come into his orbit and try to discourage him and push him down. And since they're children, children, I don't even know how you would approach that. Like, you try to talk to your children and build their self-esteem and instill those values in them. In situations with bullying, I don't even know where to start, and definitely I think that it's worth looking into. But in the comments, let me know what your opinions are. Do you agree with Nina at all with what she's saying? I just think that Nina's approach to it is downright barbaric. Well, not so much barbaric, but just cruel and mean, because she's not even taking into consideration the family on the other end of this problem. She just wants to make it seem as though Miss Tate is just so PC and she's trying to stifle the woman that Charlotte is becoming at some point. Hopefully, gradually, with the therapy that he is getting with Franco, he will be able to find his voice. And Charlotte, I think that she does need therapy, because you could see it in her face that she was somewhat remorseful, but maybe there's something going on with her as to why she feels as though she needs to fix him. Where's this mindset of hers coming from? Because it's not Valentine. Is it Nina? Has Nina made that type of impression upon her? And I also feel like because of her upbringing and thinking one woman was her mother, and then finding out that no, this lady is my mom, and now being integrated with her father in this household with his new wife, and now that they are no longer together, just the up and down that she's had to deal with, has that affected Charlotte in a negative way? But as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, GHers, take care.